Alright, we're looking at John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. Parabellum means war. And so, if you've seen the previous two John Wick movies, you know there's a lot of action, a lot of killing, and you should probably expect that in this movie. Probably not a great movie to watch with the kids. The teenage girls and boys, hey, another story. But, you know, I'm not really going to talk about the plot in this movie. This is more of, hey, should I buy this on 4K Blu-ray, 4K digital? And, you know, those that have previously bought the other two movies, if you already had bought those on 4K and you were super happy with them, you might as well stop now because it only gets better in John Wick 3 as far as the picture quality goes. We're going to step through different scenes in the movie, still shots, all right? And we'll talk about some of the aspects that are good for 4K in these scenes. You know, the first two movies were pretty dark overall, and that's really for 4K a better thing, at least visually. I think you can see more contrast, obviously, and it's easier to pick things apart, basically. Where in a DVD or a Blu-ray they might blend together and you don't have that fine line between them. Obviously, you know, with 4K you've got better contrast and you will have brighter colors. But in these John Wick movies, you know, there's some scenes that you're gonna get to enjoy that, and others that you will, you know, it's just gonna be pretty dark. So so we're going to step around different scenes of the movie. I'm going to compare a screenshot of 4K to Blu-ray. Hopefully you'll be able to see a difference. I took all of the stills from the same distance from the TV and realized that, of course, the actual image that I would see in person is going to be much better than the still shot, even though it was done on a high resolution camera and a camera that also shoots really good 4K video. So that said, let's go ahead and look at the movie. Alright, so let's load up the Vudu app, and there is John Wick Early Access along with some other movies that are available. Here's what you'll see when you're inside of the Vudu app. And here are some of the actors and actresses that are in the film. Obviously, Keanu Reeves plays John Wick. Halle Berry does a pretty good job as Sophia. Lawrence Fishburne, they're reunited from the old Matrix movie. And Asia Dillon, she I think is new to films, but she does an excellent job. As well as Ian, Mark, and Lance. They do a spectacular job in their roles in the film. Alright, this 4K video features Dolby Vision HDR10. Of course, to enjoy Dolby Vision, you have to have a set that features that. Otherwise, it will do you no good. For sound, Dolby Atmos. And to get this, you're going to need a stereo receiver that has the symbol for Dolby Atmos, as well as all the speakers that you need to enjoy that multi-dimensional sound. Now here is an opening shot of up in the upper right hand corner. You can see the Dolby Atmos symbol and the UHD, that it does actually work inside of the Vudu version of this 4K film. Here's one of the opening scenes, 7 minutes 30 seconds into it. John Wick is fighting a NBA player, current or former, in a library, and it's a pretty good scene. Not necessarily really demonstrating how great 4K is, though. Now here is a picture that shows 4K on the left and 1080p on the right, and from this, hopefully you can see the difference, at least in the resolution and contrast, the left one being much sharper than the one on the right. Alright, so here's one of the cooler scenes in the movie. John Wick using a horse to kick somebody in the face. Obviously done with multiple green screens or CG. Hard to tell though, it looks so good in the video. Now, another scene is the German Shepherd running up the side of a building, though I think this is probably next to impossible for a German Shepherd to get that high. Looks great in the movie, hard to tell. I would imagine the dog, ran somewhat at an angle, and they filmed it on a green screen. Another scene here, action inside the building. Lots of great fighting and shooting and all that good stuff. Now here's one of the more colorful scenes of the movie. You see this great background which looks really vibrant in the 4K movie, as there's a whole scene that you get to appreciate that. And then now the credits occur at about 2 hours and 6 minutes into the movie, and that leads us to the recommendation that I have, which, drum roll. Alright, recommendation is buy this in 4K, whether digital or 4K, Blu-ray. You might as well pick up the first 2 flicks, as you're bound to have a John Wick marathon. I wish I would have did that in preparation for watching this again. Now, it is worth paying more for the 4K over the Blu-ray. Alright, there you have it. One of my last 4K reviews for the summer movies. I will probably do at least 1 or 2 more, and then we will take a break from doing these reviews and concentrate back on computers. Thanks for checking out the video.